All right, guys, what's up? It's Andrew here, and there's some new shakeup in the fintech world. Neo Mortgage is now live and available. And this is one of the cool things because, when it comes to traditional finance, particularly in Canada, it's dominated by the top 5 banks. And that is not good for consumers. If you look at some of my other videos where I've compared the exchange rates of more fintech, more modern companies like TransferWise, and you compare the rate that you get at the big banks. I mean, they are really making an arm and a leg. Plus, they're taking a 2.5% foreign exchange fee. So this isn't really about that. This is about the mortgage, and the mortgage is really interesting because it can save you a significant amount of money. Now, in full disclosure, my mortgage is not with Neo Mortgage. It's coming up for renewal, so I'm gonna go through and see what quotes I can get when I go to make my new mortgage. But basically, the thing is, they have much better rates than the traditional bank, right? And so, just if you're going through the process of checking out, your mortgage, the rate makes a huge difference. I've gone with variable exchange rates and fixed rates in the past, and you can see that, you can make a significant impact to paying down your equity and, owning more of your house, which is pretty cool. So if you're basically looking at a mortgage, this will have less penalties. They allow a 20% annual lump sum payment. Traditionally, mortgages at big banks like TD will only allow you 10%. And, the transfer fees and the penalties do add up. So all you need to do is actually just apply online and speak to an advisor, and your rate gets locked for 120 days. So what do you need to do that? You just need to fill out some information. And it's actually very basic information, and they will get you in touch with what they can do. So why is this good? Well, it puts you more in control of your own finances. That's the first thing. So basically, when you go out and you shop around different lenders, look at some of the different rates out there, you can save a significant amount of money. You can also play the different lenders against each other. Another decent mortgage is EQ Bank, and I'll put a link to that as well, so you can kind of compare and contrast. But I would definitely look at what's beyond the big 5 banks. Now, the cool thing about this is there are no fees for this mortgage. And what I mean by that is it free? Well, you don't really pay for anything. Banks make a ton of money on the mortgage, obviously, because they're actually lending out money that they don't have on the books. So it's very, very profitable for banks. But it's different because, the thing about it is you have a better rate, and that rate will add up over time. They're also using it as a way to kind of connect people with the Neo card, which is really good. They have a secure credit card, Neo Mortgage or Neo Finance. They have a regular credit card, and it's got a great UI. There's a lot of rewards that you can get from it. Basically between, I think, 4 and 6% is the average of the rates that you get back when you use your MasterCard. It's a cool card. I've had people comment when I use it at different stores, and I just love the UI. It's really, really great, and it's just a fun card to use, honestly. So it's definitely something that I use when I'm in Canada, and what you want to do is come to this page and click on speak to an advisor, and what you'll do is you'll go through and find your information. Now you can see they got the UI, and so it'll give you the options if you're buying, if you're renewing a mortgage, or you're refinancing. So the difference between renewing a mortgage and refinancing is when you refi, you actually have an existing mortgage and you're going to leave that mortgage, and in some cases that can actually be more beneficial because of the rate. And particularly with the current economic climate right now, it does make sense to lock in some rates. So you just say when you need a mortgage, and basically you can have one of these 3 options. So I'm going to do that in the house, and then you can put in the value of your house or your condominium. So I'm going to put $495, and the balance remaining, I'm going to put just 200,000, just for a nice round number. And then if you're not sure, you can put not sure here, and then you can put in your credit score. And what this does is this will allow you to get a better rate and play the lenders against themselves. And because banks like Neo have to be more competitive, you're almost certainly going to get a better rate than you would at one of the top traditional banks. Okay. Now, you might not know this about the mortgage industry, but just because you have a mortgage broker doesn't mean they're getting the best rate for you. They may do that, but they also get kickbacks from pushing mortgages to a lot of other companies. They might get a kickback or a special bonus if they've referred, 200 mortgages to TD in the past 12 months or something like that. That's the kind of thing that goes on in the background of the financial industry. So that's why it's good for you to, just do your own due diligence. And, if you are doing a big purchase like a mortgage, making sure that you get a great rate. So check out Neo Financial. Also put a link to their card, which you can get. And they've got a money account with, higher savings rate, which is really important for times like now. But if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. If you have any questions about how the mortgage process works, or you're not sure how to best navigate that, and I'll put a link here. I would definitely recommend checking it out. It could be worth several $1,000s or more each year just by getting a better rate on your mortgage. All right, well, that's all I got for this video. We'll see you in the next one, and check out Neo Mortgage.